welcome to Let It Go Tarot. This is love reading for Sagittarius for March 2021. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video if it will resonate with you. Thank you. There is a link to my website in the description box if you like a private reading. I press shuffle your deck, sage and meditated, starting with oracle cards. Please remember, this is general reading. Not everything might resonate with you this time. If the story at all, please check if you vibe with it or you feel like there is a message for you before you will apply it to your life or something. Let's see. Oh, we have thinker. Are you taking your time? Do you think like you have to exchanging gifts? You are thinking about what? You are thinking about amendments. Making a first step to make a peace between two people or even more. Trying to reach out because you want to be a bigger person, or you're thinking how to be a bigger person or how to reach the other person to make a this first step, which could bring a good outcome. I will pull this energy for this column for your energy, this one for the person you used to dealing with or you want to. Please swap the roles if you resonate with other side more. Let's see what's heavily on your mind. What's heavily on your mind? And we have Six of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. You are living to calmer waters. Exchanging gifts. Because you have to think right now about yourself. You have to take care of your pentacles, of your stability. Because where you've been didn't work out, or where you've been brought you only disappointment and rough waters. Something which didn't bring you stability and brought you only a fear about the future and overindulging. Somebody was not on the same page as you and didn't want to be involved fully in connection or establishing something, making a plans. Didn't want to go the same direction as you, and it brought you only a fear and disappointment and lack of stability. It's why you are deciding right now to go to calmer water, even it means by yourself, alone, and taking care of your money, of your health and mental health as well, maybe. Take it as it resonates. Thinker. You're spending a lot of time thinking about either the steps you have to take or if you should take them and how far you're supposed to go. What's heavily on their mind is Ten of Swords. Betrayal, endings. They're thinking either about them betraying you or you betraying them. They are finding, I feel, whoever you're dealing with, they think that it's you who betraying them because you want to leave the situation when it's rough. Six of Pentacles. And now they want to bring balance, and now they want you to reciprocity, to work on reciprocity in this connection. And now when they feel like this almost end, or they feel like you are really disattaching, they want to work on it, which is quite common. And it's maybe they thinking about a gift, about exchanging something with you. What's happening currently? You are choosing your path, and you know you're making a better choice right now because you feel like you know direction. You've been thinking about quite long either if to go that direction or but you know in your plans the one which you want to pursue, there is no place for that person because you know that person can bring you only damage or tragedy because nothing will go accordingly to the plan because they have completely different idea of living or they don't have an idea about the future at all, because they might be immature and they still might be in the phase of partying and investing in wrong places. 5 of Pentacles. Currently, you are leaving somebody behind. And you had this in the last reading, that you left somebody behind to heal the situation and level up. And this is what you're doing. You establish what you want to achieve in your life and you are thinking about your stability, but you know that you have to leave somebody who, what I feel, to have pentacle, will have pentacle, who've been giving to different places, not necessarily different people, but for example, eating in restaurants without you, spending too much money on gaming, gadgets, etc. Just, you know, instant gratification, maybe gambling, etc. And you felt like you couldn't invest with them because you both together were losing money, whereas now you spend some time in solitude and you see that your finances are much better when you don't have to rescue them or you don't have to be involved in any spending with them. This might be as well, you are reflecting, you are thinking about what took place in the past, that who've been exchanging gifts with who, that they've been claiming that they are taking care of you because they've been giving you a lot of gifts, they've been spending on you a lot of, inviting you to the beautiful places, to the spa or something like that, taking care kind of about you. But you see right now, thinking about that, this was the first red flag sign about them overspending, spending everything what they had. They are not able to save, and it does not work with you because you want to have family, you want to have stability, you want to have a house, mortgage, together with somebody, just build a future, which is you finding out, you're seeing clearly right now that it's impossible with that person. They have 5 of Cups, they have a lot of regrets, they don't understand why you're behaving this way, why you don't want to invest with them anymore. Not invest because they never invested, they don't know the definition for that word, but they don't understand why you're withdrawing. I feel like you explain them and you're constantly explaining them why you're leaving them in silent, in cold, why you're leaving them in general. But it's like talking to the stone, they just don't understand. And no, they don't want to understand, they don't want to listen to you, they just take it as the betrayal. Every single word you are getting out from your mouth, they feel like it's a sword to their back, because they can't see what this is all about, because they constantly cover their eyes. They don't want to see who really screwed up and what's the problem with them. Why you complain about them. They have a 9 of Wands, and this is exactly the energy. They're supposed to regret. They know deep inside of them, in their heart, that they're supposed to regret them being in and out. This is my player card. Somebody who is not committable material. This is like a commitment fear, yes? It's somebody who wants to come only for a pleasure and will stay only there where there is a instant gratification, which means a nice time. But when it's getting more difficult, or somebody is talking this magical word like savings or investment or future, then they just running on their horse and to the different place, or they getting out for a while, leaving you alone for you to go in solitude and have time to miss them, and they will come back when you miss, to check when you're missing them, which is awful. What the spirit guides want you to do, because this is a lesson. This is definitely a lesson for 2 of you, both of you, and you're teaching. If you could you imagine, this is like both of you are each other teaching right now. Yes, and what the spirit guides want you to find out about yourself. We shouldn't change anybody. It's impossible to change somebody else, but it's possible to change us within. Go within and find the answers to the questions which life throws at us. And we can change only us in the most workable way to change us is just the reaction to situations. And we have 3 of cards for you. The Devil, the Magician, oh my gosh, and 4 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, for me those 2 cards is a narcissistic person. It's somebody who is overusing their powers, resources for toxic situations, for toxicity. I don't know, abusing, indulging. This is narcissists for me, those 2 cards together. And this is 4 of Pentacles, is holding on. And this, in this deck, 4 of Pentacles is about somebody, it's somebody who is holding on whatever possessions they have in the chest, treasure chest. It's completely different to the normal deck. It's the person who is hiding whatever they left with into the treasure and keeping the key close to themselves. Which straight away I feel like the spirits guys are asking you to hide, to put to the chest everything what you have and hide it from the toxic people, narcissists that you're involved with. Don't let them to overuse and abuse your resources. They have enough of their resources and they are wasting enough in their life. They don't have to waste your stuff. And it's important to recognize, first of all, recognize that you are dealing with a narcissistic person and do not let them to get access to your resources, to your money, to your stability, to your mind, to your heart. This is like 4 of coins. It's like this, the magician is the own, can manifest using each of the resources, 4 of elements. And we have a 4 of coins is here as well. It might represent as well elements, which means your resources as well. You might not manifest it here, or spirit guides might not think that you're supposed to manifest. You can manifest. You probably not, the spirit guides doesn't have to tell you to manifest anything because you're already manifesting. You're thinking about your stability and you're choosing the path to go towards it, which means this is fine. Just they are telling you, because they probably, the narcissists always come back to their previous supply to double check if the doors are still open. And the spirit guides are telling you, do not let them use your resources. Otherwise, you will not achieve what you are meant to achieve. And this is it. And this is it. It goes together beautifully with those 2 cards. Think before you're exchanging any gifts with somebody. Make sure that that person is thinking about reciprocity. And think, don't be naive. And you have to know when to be assertive. And trust that the narcissist always has their own resources, and each of us supposed to have their own resources, and we're supposed to never claim somebody else. Money, time, beauty, soul. Yes. Okay. On their end, what they supposed to learn, and we have. Okay. No, I don't feel those. Okay. What they supposed to learn from spirit guides. What they supposed to learn? Constantly some cards. Okay, they have 8 of Cups, 9 of Swords, and the World. We have Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo, and now we have the World, which is Aquarius energy. 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups, and the World. I feel like the spirit guides wants them to close the cycle. Definitely to close the cycle, because it doesn't matter, even narcissists have their own spirit guides, and even narcissists are worked on by spirit guides, by karma. Karma is for me a teacher. I love karma. It doesn't matter bad or good, because karma is meant here in this lifetime for us to grow and ascend spiritually. It's why I love karma. I love lessons. I'm really grateful for anything which I have to overcome, because after that moment of overcoming, I feel like a better person. I feel like I taught myself something. not necessarily me, because it was spirit guides, but you know, it's like me standing in the power and believing that I achieved another step in reaching my higher, my best version. And it's what the karma, the spirit guides are wanting them to achieve as well. Close the cycles, difficult cycle about them constantly living behind, not being fulfilled in the situations, too quickly living situation only when they are bored, and then being anxious about this, regretting it, what's happening here. It's whatever happened between two of you, it didn't happen first time for them. They constantly repeating this cycle and cycle, this karmic cycle. You're not karmic person for them, maybe, but not the bad karmic person. You meant them, teach them. You are their teacher. And they meant already right now in your two, between two of you, they meant to close the cycle of them living too early. The situation when they don't feel fulfillment, emotional fulfillment because they bored or something, and then them feeling depressed or anxieties, which means for them it's supposed to be right now already easy to recognize when they are making a mistake, when they feel that the anxiety is coming, but they still making the same mistake. And I want to clarify, what are they really regretting? What kind of situation they are regretting right now? For them being willing to go through hell with you. They missing you. They wish they could have another chance, or they could have behaved differently, willing to go through hell with you. But I feel like they're just saying it either to you or to themselves, but they don't truly believe it, because they wouldn't, with the first difficult situation, they would run away. Soulmates. Deeply in love, two peas in a pod. They feel heavily this connection. And I'm telling you, whenever they repeat the cycle, they always repeat with somebody who really they truly fell in love with. This is why it's so difficult for them each time of the cycle. This maybe they repeat that cycle with you many times. And they feel connection, but they nature is so difficult to change. Masculine, evolving. Yeah, they already know they have to change, they have to evolve, they have to grow, because they are Peter Pan syndrome, maybe they're having Peter Pan syndrome. Let's clarify. They know it, but they don't want to do anything about that yet. But the spirit guides definitely will teach them a lesson, don't worry about that. And it might be that you have to resist them. This is a card of resisting as well, the narcissist, because you already know their traits. And this will help them to grow up. And you might be the element of them. Could you imagine how, if you do this, could you imagine how huge dharma you will create for yourself, a good karma? Because your energy, you spend the energy to change a demon into something better, definitely they will change. It's written in the cards, yes? Not necessarily they will come and they will be like, not necessarily into something you would accept, but definitely better. You have a 6 of coins as well, look at that. You're both thinking about that side, the same. Reciprocity. It didn't take place, did it? Now you want to give yourself, yes? And they have 2 of coins on the end, balancing, juggling, not knowing which direction to go. I feel like not understanding that they are a cause of their own problems, because they don't want to look at it truly and fairly. Let's see. And you have 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is pre-Empress energy. And this is somebody who is deciding, choosing the path to live something which didn't give you a satisfaction, fulfillment, which you know you cannot invest with because you're only losing money there. you decided to take care of yourself and be, even being single, but still beautiful and taking care of your business, your life, by yourself. Listen to your intuition. Beautiful energy. This is my favorite energy, 9 of Pentacles. And I'm manifesting right now 9 of Pentacles because I want to own my life fully and truly. Pre-Empress energy. Ready for more, but only if it will happen on my terms. And they have 2 of Cups. No, Lovers. No, sorry, 2 of Cups. This is my new deck. 2 of Cups. You see? They are crying over those split 3 cups. And they're not seeing the 2 cups behind them. And those are, again, 2 of Cups. They covering their face. They're not seeing. They're not seeing that they can have easily. They can easily have those 2 of Cups. They just... It's like if there is somebody, the third person looking at this from a distance would say that they are like loving to screw themselves up. Because they're constantly repeating the cycle, they're constantly not seeing those beautiful cups which they can easily have. Because you've been so open, you gave them probably many chances. You've invested in them, you even believe in them, in any lie or everything. And they just didn't want to take it. They prefer to screw it up. Those 2 cards wants to come out. They told me to take this. We have 8 of Wands, communication, and 8 of Pentacles. 8, significant number. 8. Working on communication. Working on action. Take an action, work on communication. Aha, okay, you've never been assertive. You never said no. You probably never stand for yourself. You've been obeying too much and they took it for advantage. Your kindness they took for weakness and they took you for granted because you've been always accepting their bullshit. You always accepted their apologies, their explanation, even you knew that it's a lie. And now, you always either used a little silent treatment, withdrawn and waited that the situation will resolve itself or will go easier. And the spirit guides are telling you to work on your communication, communicate clearly that you're not satisfied with the situation, you will not accept this or that, you will not accept this treatment and you want this and that and you will not accept anything else than this. Saying no to the narcissists is like a first test for them to see that they cannot mess with you. You will see resistance and you will see anger. They will be aggressive, maybe passive aggressive. And you might not be able to recognize it because you're already familiar with this behavior because you maybe spend a lot of time with them. But the spirit guides are telling you to don't ignore any of your feelings and split it out from you. But not negatively and not like with shouting or exaggerating. Calmly, because you, Empress, right now, you have to take care of your status. But tell them what you think about the situation and the treatment they are telling you or taking over you. 10 of Pentacles on their end. Because they have to close the cycle of this behavior. Because they meant already deliver to somebody the 10 of Pentacles. They meant to settle down. They meant to build a proper foundation with somebody. Maybe with you. I don't know if you ever accept them. But this is the way how you can help that person to grow. I hope it will help somebody. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you need a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box.